Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another MRE review. Today we will be having another 2010 MRE, namely the Menu 13 Cheese Tortellini Vegetarian, packaged by MRE in 2010 on the 60th day. So let's open this up and see what we find inside. And inside we find, as usual, the hot beverage bag, the flameless ration heater, our MRE spoon, seasoning blend, never seen this before, beverage base raspberry, chunky peanut butter, a packet of crackers, looks a bit warped, some M&Ms, a First Strike energy bar chocolate flavor, an accessories bag. We have apple pieces in spiced sauce. And finally, our main entree, the cheese tortellini in tomato sauce. So let's get that tray out and start having a closer look at everything. So let's begin by heating up this cheese tortellini from 2010. Here we have it. And that goes into our 2010 ration heater. Some water, that should do it. Yeah, that's already going. Let's put that aside for a while. So while that's heating up, let's check out the accessories package. We got our paper tissues, iodized salt, moist towelette, spiced cider instant apple flavored drink mix, and a pair of gums. Okay, let's start mixing this beverage. I need 20 fluid ounces of water. Be right back. So, here we are with roughly 6 deciliters or 600 milliliters of water. Now we're going to pour this nice mix in there. But we're gonna need the spoon to stir it. So that's ready. Now the powder. That's a lovely deep red color. Let's see what this looks like in the glass. Let's give it a taste. This was actually quite nice. There's something artificial in there, I think it's the sweetener, but I think the actual raspberry flavor is natural, so it's a good flavor. Okay, next up, let's open this packet of crackers from 2010. Well, so they weren't that intact. So they weren't actually curved, they were just broken. Let's check out this chunky peanut butter. I think I need to squeeze this a bit. Need. There. Time to open this up. Oi. Yeah, well, looks fine anyway. I'll just try some of the cracker now, right away. Perfectly fine. Nice mild wheaty flavor. Let's try some of this chunky peanut butter. Maybe I should... Oh. Some peanut butter with some chunks in. And some crumbs from the crackers as well. Here we go. Good, just fine. I can't really tell that there are any chunks in there because, I mean, the crackers are crunchy already. I guess I would notice if I had it with some kind of soft bread or, you know, like the wheat snack bread or something, but still good. We also have apple pieces in spiced sauce. I'm hoping these are still good. For being apples, they sure have a lot of ingredients. Is this always on there? I didn't notice it before, but I guess it is. Spiced apples. Lightly brown, but apples turn brown very quickly. I think they smell fine. Some syrup, cinnamon mix. The spicy whatever sauce seems a bit lumpy, or it's like set a bit. Let's pick out one of these apple slices. Here, so this is slightly lighter than the spoon, but like I said, apples usually turn brown very quickly. Let's taste it. Very discreet apple flavor. It's still there with some like this apple acidity. Yeah, very soft, like typical canned fruit, kind of mushy texture. Let's try some of this sauce that the apples come in. Yeah, basically the same taste. It tastes sort of like some kind of apple pie, apple cinnamon mush filling thing. Juicy and kind of sweet, so I mean, it's okay. Let's check out this First Strike nutritious energy bar, chocolate flavor. 2010, day 30. Containing all good stuff except vitamin A and calcium. Big, flat, shiny, sticky brown piece. Strong smell of chocolate. Yeah, just as tough and flexible as the regular one, I think, or whatever flavor that had, the other one. I'm gonna taste this. Quite nice. It's not as intensely sweet as the previous one was, because that one had this kind of aggressive sugar flavor. This is more like a chocolate with crisps, and well, yeah, certainly it's very sweet, but it's more like a manageable chocolate kind of sweetness. Lots of crispy bits in it. This was nice. Let's open this bag of M&Ms. Close up. Hoping these aren't too old and hard. Perfect, just like new. Now this one actually went quiet a couple of minutes ago, and I fear maybe it's starting to cool down already actually, so I should get this out before it gets too cold and I have to warm it up again somehow. Okay, let's check it out. Why can I... What am I doing wrong? Why do they always end up looking like this? There, better. Bad technique. So here's our tortellini. Smells like, yeah, like regular pasta sauce, tomato. 7-year-old tortellini. Here we go. As expected, most of the flavor comes from the pasta sauce in form of tomato flavor, and whatever cheese is in the tortellini, I don't know, I didn't taste anything at all actually. I think I need to have one more bite to make sure it's actually in there. Bland and kind of boring as usual. Not bad, but just uninspiring. And tastes like tomato with some spices basically. I'll see if maybe it gets a little better with salt. I'm not sure it will. Doesn't feel like it needs salt, but I'm gonna try some anyway. See if that helps. Not really. This doesn't need salt, it needs more flavor basically. Well, I'm gonna eat this before it gets cold, and I'll do this spiced cider drink afterwards. So I'll be right back. I forgot this. Oh wow. Okay. Onion, garlic, spices, carrot, orange peel, parsley, tomato, red bell pepper. I should have put this on here. I didn't see it. I put it aside and I accidentally put another bag on top of it. I should have put it here. Maybe that's a bit much, but I need to try it. A little bit better. I'll put some, yeah. See if this helps then. Whoops. Final bite with half the bag of seasoning. That should definitely have been on here since the start. That's a shame. I mean, it didn't transform it into some kind of miracle, but it was a definite improvement. Much better than adding the salt. Oh well, I'll just continue with this until I'm done. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish all this first strike bar yet again. I mean, it's way too sweet for me to just sit and eat it all in one go. I wouldn't eat all of these M&Ms and the first strike bar as part of the dinner. It would just be too much sugar overload, you know. Now, I already got rid of the small beverage base powder package, but I remember reading that it contains some artificial sweetener, and I think that's what's giving it this weird flavor. Otherwise, this is actually really good. But I still have this spiced cider thing. 60% of your daily need of vitamin C is actually in this. This needs a couple of minutes to dissolve the sugar, otherwise I think it's pretty good. Cheers! Yeah, nice. Well, that was that. So the big mistake I did, obviously, was I forgot to add this seasoning blend. Without it, it tasted just like pasta sauce thing, uninteresting, bland, with some oregano, and I think it was salt enough already, so adding salt wasn't really good. And the pasta didn't taste much. I don't know where the cheese was. Not impressed. Again, not disgusting, but it fills your stomach, but without the benefit of tasting good. These apple slices, they were good. It was like applesauce with apple slices in and cinnamon spice. A bit like some apple pie filling. Crackers were nice. I like these mild flavored crackers. They're just, I mean, without being too boring, they still have a decent flavor, I think. The peanut butter, that it was chunky, I didn't notice. If you put it on the crackers, it's crunchy and crispy. You don't notice if there are small pieces of peanut in there. M&Ms are always good. I thought they would be kind of, you know, old and hard and weird, but they're just fine. The first strike bar, it was better than the other light brown one, the cinnamon, I think. This had more of a chocolate flavor and lots of nice crispy bits in it, but I still feel there's way too much sugar in this for me to just eat a whole one. This raspberry drink, I have to say, I think this has been my favorite beverage from MREs that isn't one of these dairy shakes like the cocoa dairy shake or that other strawberry dairy shake. And then this apple cider thing. Maybe it's part of the, you know, American food traditions, but there's a lot of apple and cinnamon in not everything, but, you know, here and there. Pieces of apple with cinnamon, an apple flavored drink mix with a bit of cinnamon flavor. Chewing gum is cinnamon. There's always apple and cinnamon in something. Not complaining, it's just an observation I made. I guess that about sums it up. I had higher hopes for the tortellini, but I'm starting to suspect that all their vegetarian dishes are like very weak in the flavor department. So I'm just gonna have a couple more of these and I'll go make myself some coffee, because again there was no coffee in this ration. And I'll see you next time.